Hello, this is Tracy from Crystal Reiki Wellness. This will be the last video in the Reiki Essentials mini informational course. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about how to tell whether or not Reiki practitioner training could be right for you. Now, I had originally planned on making another PowerPoint style presentation for this video, but I decided I prefer this format better. I was going to make a bullet point list of all the traits that a lot of healers seem to have in common and some of the motivating factors that a lot of us seem to share. But I had, a few ideas of some things I wanted to include on that list, but I decided to do some research and I got into some of my books and I got online and I did some searches and I realized there are hundreds and thousands of lists of how to know if you are meant to be a healer. You can find a list from 3 ways to know you're a healer to 30 ways to know you are a healer. They are everywhere. You can look it up on Google and get hundreds and hundreds of hits, and you can find a plethora of videos on YouTube. So I decided to skip the bullet point list. I will go over just a few traits that seem to come up more often than others, such as a high level of sensitivity. Many of us growing up were told that we were too sensitive. We were made to feel that our emotions were not appropriate. And a lot of us feel that we are extra sensitive to people around us and their energies. For instance, if someone's in a bad mood, we can tell when they walk into the room. We know how someone's feeling. We can tell when someone's in pain without the normal physical cues. You can just feel it from their energy. Another thing that a lot of us have had in common is some kind of struggle, either a tough childhood or a traumatic event or situation or an illness that we've made it through. Something that we had to suffer and then succeed from, that pushed us and ultimately made us feel empowered. And that's something that we want to take on and share with others and teach them to get through those same things. We've decided that we want to be a guide for other people who are struggling, which brings me to the third trait that I've found most often, which is the desire to serve people and to help people. And many of us have felt this all of our lives, that we wanted a career that gave us a chance to make a difference in someone's life and to help them. Now, I see these almost everywhere, but I don't believe they're universal. I don't think you have to have all of these traits to be a healer. I don't think you have to have gone through anything or have to feel that you are particularly sensitive to the energy of others or emotionally. And maybe you haven't always wanted to serve people. Maybe this is something that is new. Maybe you don't want to serve people at all. Maybe you're just looking for something that could be helpful to you personally. So I don't want to make another list to add to the thousands that are out there. And I don't want people to think of those lists as a guide to whether or not this is right for them. I didn't want to offer it to you as a guide to whether or not this is right for you. After I really put some time into it and really thought about it for a while, I decided the only advice that I want to give you in this area is to follow your own intuition, follow your heart, listen to your higher self. I truly believe that that is where our best guidance is always going to come from, is those gut feelings. So if you've watched these videos that I've put together, if you've gone through this course and nothing has resonated with you, if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't sound right, it's probably not right for you. If you have gone through this course and something in you has been sparked, if you're a little curious, my first suggestion is to go and learn more. There are tons of resources available. You can get books from the library, you can look it up on Google, you can look it up on YouTube. There is so much material out there and available for free. And even maybe Reiki's what got you to this point, to this video, but in your research, you might find another healing modality that's, oh, wait, this sounds right. This is the one I need. You know, there's so much out there. So look, spend some time researching, spend a lot of time learning. And as you learn, keep listening to your intuition. Keep paying attention to those gut feelings, and they will guide you. You will know if this is the path because you will keep feeling urged to keep moving and to keep learning more. And if that happens, then I suggest you look for a practitioner that can teach you, a Reiki master, and try to find one that fits your learning style and that resonates with you, someone you feel a connection with. I don't recommend getting on a website, spending a few minutes and just grabbing somebody or just picking up the person closest to you. I really think you should try to find someone that you feel some sort of connection or resonance with. I also think that learning style is a big deal when it comes to Reiki because it's very varied. There are a lot of people who will teach Reiki in a one-day workshop or 2 days, 3 days. Personally, I spread mine out. I like to take a couple of weeks so that my students really have the time to process everything. So instead of doing a 7-hour training in one day, I will spend a couple of weeks feeding information to my students and letting them acclimate to it and absorb it all before we do the attunement and go forward. But that's just me. Some people don't want that. They want one day, have it out of the way, get it done. Others prefer that small amounts at a time and to be able to take their time. So find a teacher that feels right to you. If that is me, that would be wonderful. I would love to work with you and to help you on this journey. You can find me for scheduling at www.crystalreikiwellness.com, and I will also share a link to that site with you. And if you enjoyed this, please continue to follow me and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts. I like hearing from people. I like getting your input. Thank you, and love and light.